Peace and love, everybody. This is Young Nas from iGotOptions LLC, and in this video I want to talk about what the fib retracement tool is. So the fib retracement tool is a fancy word for another charting tool that's supposed to help you know when to enter in on a stock when it's pulling back. So let me give you an example. So right here, well, actually, let me show you how I did this first. So first we have this stock pulled up, Roku, right? And we see this has been in an uptrend. This went from about $60 to a high of around $500. So this is definitely in an uptrend. Now, all we will have to do is go over here to the left, and we see these different tools. We want to go to the third one, and we want to click this little arrow to the right. And we see a bunch of different stuff, but we want to look for something that says fib retracement, which is right here. So we click on that. All right, we got it. We got to activate it. So all we'd have to do is click the bottom of this trend and the top of this trend. So we click the bottom of this trend first, which is about right here. And then we click the top of this trend, which is right about here. But we don't want to click it right there. We want to actually, move it a bit forward, and I'll explain why. So, but yeah, this is how you use the Fibonacci tool. So we're already 50% of the way there. Now it's just a matter of understanding how to use it from here on out. So we see these different numbers, right? And we see these lines with these numbers. So what does that mean? Well, these numbers represent how deep these pullbacks are. So if this, like for example, when price was right around this red line, that means that we see the 0.236. That means that this stock was down 23% or 23.6% from its high, from this trend. So that's really what this means. So you just apply that to each of these. So right here, this line is 38% down or 38.2% down from its high. This line is 50% down from its high. And the numbers in the parentheses is the exact price correlated with that percentage, right? So that's what those numbers mean. Now, how would you use this? Now, you would use this to enter in on a stock when you see it going to this 50% line and the 61% line, right? And the reason most people would do that is because usually when stocks, are in a trend and they pull back 50% or 61%, they tend to start to go back up in their original trend. And so we see this really happen because look, Roku was in a strong uptrend, but then they took a sharp, pullback. So a lot of people may have thought this was starting to, go back down, but it was actually just pulling back. So we see it touch this line right here, which is the 50% line. So if you would have bought right around this same time and you just would have held it, you would have been up. So let's see, when it touched this line, it was at $277. Now, what is it at right now? It's at $432. So you're up you're up nearly $200. Nearly $200. So that's how you would go about using the Fibonacci tool. It does seem complicated, but it's really simple. You just draw the bottom of the trend, or you click the bottom of the trend, click the top of the trend, and you look for price to touch this 50% line or the 60% line. Now, it is risky because, you could buy when it's at these lines and it could keep falling through. That's why you have to set stop losses, take profit levels, just in case, the trade doesn't go your way. Like I said, there's no such thing as a holy grail indicator. It's only just supposed to help you, be as profitable as you can. But that's how you use the Fibonacci retracement tool.